Je parle de vivre ce que vous prêchez, car beaucoup font semblant et parfois beaucoup d'autres sont pressés. Mais
Hello, Brave. So today I'm going to like revise React, and by the same time I will be working on my thesis. So as you can see, here is it. So I'm still waiting. So while I'm waiting that the experiment should be done, I'll be working on React from free code camp. Hope you're doing well. From free code camp. Hope you're doing well. Hello Ash, welcome. So now the library framework. Now the first question you have to answer is why is jQuery a popular by of choice in early 2010? So jQuery was used to simplify things in DOM. Okay, let me go and check jQuery. Although jQuery is no longer widely used as it was, it significantly helped developers making tasks that were complex in vanilla JavaScript much easier. So jQuery became popular in 2010 and was widely used to simplify DOM manipulations, event handling, animation effects, and more. This library offers a rich ecosystem of plugins which made it easy to go, okay. Now the answer to this question is, why is jQuery a popular library of choice? Because jQuery was used to simplify things like my name. That's it. So which of the following is an example of a JavaScript library? Cobalt is a language. I think that Cobalt is a backend language, and Cobalt is being used mostly in how do they call it again? In banks. So does it? Guys, should give me a moment. So now let's go on to the next question. Why are JavaScript libraries and frameworks widely used in the industry? They make website more attractive. I think that it should be, they speed up development and promote best practice. They are required by web browsers. They automatically fix bugs. This is not the answer. They are required by browser. No. They make website more attractive. No. I think that this should be the reason. So let me check answers. I got it right. Man, this experiment has been turning since. So now, what are single page application and what are some issues surrounding them? Okay. Unlike traditional single page application load only one HTML page and dynamically update the content as the users interact with the app without reloading the entire page. Okay. This approach can lead to faster and more responsive application, but it also comes with a set of challenge and consideration. Single page application heavily use JavaScript to manage application state and render content. Okay. Instead of requesting new HTML pages from the server, single page application use JavaScript to manipulate them and fetch data asynchronously. This is often done using libraries, framework like React, Vue, and Angular, which provide great tools for building complex user interfaces. Okay, I understand. So single page application have some common issues. One significant issue is that the screen reader may struggle with dynamically updated content. Okay, that is when for example, if you are building a website that will give you, that works with real-time data, that is every time the data has to be updated, and this dynamically this dynamic update, make sure it's one of the problem while you are using a single page application. So another challenge with single page is with navigation and browser issue. Users expect the back and forward button to work as they do on traditional website. This might not work properly on single page because technically the URL of the website does not change, but since the URL of the website So as I was saying, since the URL of the website guys, give me a minute. So let us continue. So there's a problem with the URL, and there's a problem with the fact that when the website is dealing with dynamical. Also, you guys are not getting me. Let me go and check the sound. Maybe it's here. Let me test it. I think that you're kidding. So I may block you if you're not serious. So let me continue with what I was doing. I should just give me a minute. Hello Rash Kumar. I'm not teaching anything. I am revising or I'm learning React. So what I'm just doing is that I'm trying to learn loudly. So using my speaking. So that the life can be interactive. So. So we are back. We are back. So now we were talking about single page application. Another challenge is with the navigation and browser. It's true that I'm not understanding very well what is about here. Another problem was with the SEO optimization. So let's say SEO optimization. I know that what does it basically mean, optimization? So it means that I know that SEO optimization helps us to make sure that we can find a website in the internet. So more precisely, we can find easily a website. So by saying that SPE, which is single page application, poses a challenge for SEO optimization. That is, it will not allow search engines like Google to easily index dynamically the loaded content, because they may not execute JavaScript properly or miss content that isn't included in the initial HTML page. This can lead to pages not being indexed correctly. So when talk about indexation, let's say that. So the next point, however, they say, however, modern search engines have improved the ability to crawl. Crawl means to fetch data from a website. So, for example, this website, this website freecodecamp, if I want to crawl it, I will fetch all the text data from the website. So, and there are techniques such as server-side rendering, pre-rendering, and use of SEO-friendly URL that can help mitigate these issues and improve SEO for single-page application. So, what about this server-side rendering? We have done a little bit of Next.js, and I've heard it there for my first time. So, let's go to performance is another consideration. So let me forward check this guy. Okay, the experiment is good. Let me run this guy to have the plot. Okay, good. Let me also run this guy to have a better plot. Okay, that's good. Good. Okay, that's good. So let me run a generalized summary. So now there's also a problem with the performance. It's another consideration. SAP load the entire application in one go, on, which means that if the loading time increases, users will be seeing a blank screen for longer. Okay, that makes sense. So I understood this performance. SEO friendly, SEO optimization, and I think also this one, commonly should dynamically update. So in conclusion, why single page application offer many, but they also present unique challenges. Developers need to be careful of accessibility, usability, SEO, and performance consideration when building single page application. By addressing this issue, it's possible to create SCP that are fast and responsive. So the first question here is, what is a key characteristic of page application, single page application? It loads new. The first question here is, let me see something. Guys, should give me a moment. Got to check some things. I don't want to restart. So now I'm going. Let me check. Yeah. So now ask him to add small this there. So okay. So now let's continue. What's the key characteristic of a single page application? The first option that we have here is it loads a new HTML page for each view. I think that is wrong because up there it was being said that in the text it was being said that the page is being loaded only once. That's it. Not for each view, but it's loaded only once. So the next one is it updates content dynamically without full page reload. No, that's wrong. It does not use JavaScript. That's wrong. It always requires a server service rendering. I would say it's true, but let me check again. So heavily use JavaScript and we render content. So instead of requesting new pages from the server, SAP uses JavaScript to manipulate. This often done. Okay, let me check here. Load one HTML page and dynamically update the content as the users interact with the app without reloading the entire page. This approach can lead to faster and more responsive application. So load a new HTML for each view. No, that's wrong. Update content without that's correct. This one was correct, so that's it. So it updates content dynamically without full page reload. Which of the following is a potential accessibility issue with single page application? So accessibility means that can we reach the website if it's been hosted online? So basically we're talking here of SEO optimization. let's look at it. The load. Let's look at the option. The load too quickly for screen readers. The iron area attribute. I don't know it. I don't know what the meaning of this. The screen reader may not announce dynamically updated content. Okay, they are incompatible with key navigation. I think that is this one. Even though I don't know the meaning of announce. Okay. Why can SPA sometimes be challenging for search engine optimization? So they use too many wrong. They are blocked by default by all search engines crawlers. Not wrong, because they said that we can scroll a new this thing. We can, the new technology that have been invented, the new technologies or techniques and technologies have been invented that helps search engine to easily crawl through pages, so through website. So the right answer here is search engines may struggle to index dynamically loaded content, and we got it right. So now, what is React and what is it commonly used for? React is one of the most popular library for building users interface and web application, originally developed by and maintained by Facebook. React has gained huge popularity in web development due to its efficiency, flexibility, and features. So let me just go directly to the question. What's one of key advantages of React? It's only used for building mobile application, which is wrong. They said that React is being used mainly to build user interface and web application. So the problem here is only. It's true that there is React Native, but the answer here is only the answer here is not this guy. Only is the problem. It requires direct manipulation of the DOM for better performance, which is wrong, because in React there is a virtual DOM, so there's no direct manipulation. There's instead we manipulate the DOM, so that is the domain object model through virtual DOM. So it uses virtual DOM to improve performance and efficiency. That's right. It cannot handle dynamic updates, which is wrong. And because the main reason why they created React was because of this dynamic update. So that was basically a problem that Facebook were facing, since on a Facebook page, for example, on the Facebook website, on a post, people had to like the post, and every time someone likes the post, the number of likes should increase. That is, we have to update the page dynamically. So we have to update the content or the count dynamically, and more generally, we have to update the page dynamically. So that's the problem here. That was the problem, because the technology that was existing before React couldn't do it the most efficient and the most efficient way. So that's the reason why React was created. That's all. That's just it. So the purpose of state in React, state determines the styling of user interface component. Wrong. I think that React state is just to specify a particular state, like the definition of state of a website. So state tracks and update data that affects how components render and behave. That's it. State is used to manage the DOM directly. Wrong. In React, we don't manage the DOM directly. State is only used in functional component. Wrong. Well, we can read it. So, so let us go through it, and if I'm wrong, we shall do it again. So why is free code camp focusing on teaching React? React is the only JavaScript library available. Wrong. I don't think so. Because there's jQuery, React has widespread use and demand in industry. React is easy to learn and does not. Vue.js is easier than React. It's better for building backend service. So maybe I got it all right. So let me check this result. So, what are components in React and how do they work? So basically, here's a component. When React encounters a low-case stack, like it assumes that the standard HTML. Okay, I think that we cannot do this. Hello, meet. Yeah, I was a little bit busy. I got to do some things at the university. That's the reason why I just disappear for some days, but I've been posting. So I think that as from August, I will be doing this. I will continue learning these things, continue doing these things. I will continue with the live and more regularly. I hope also you are doing well. So now let's continue React fragment. Yeah, that's it, fragmentation, and we do it like this. So just to So now the first question here is what is the primary reason React uses class name instead of for class for HTML element? Class name is reversed in JavaScript. Class is reversed in JavaScript. Class name sound nicer. Using class name results to better security in JavaScript in React apps. Using class name, I think that it should be this, because in JavaScript, when you for example, when you there's something that I don't know again, I've forgotten, so but let us check it. Yeah, I think it should be, we are applying a class name called title in, but why are we using class name instead of class like in regular regular HTML? Well, this is because in JavaScript, class is a reverse name, so we need to use class name instead. So what do they mean by reverse name? I don't know really, but that's the reason. So now let's continue in the context of React component. What is GXS? A new programming language? No. A data query language? No. A syntax extension for JavaScript that looks similar to HTML? That's it. Because normally syntax extension means that, for example, if you want to store a file, so when you create a file in, for example, your editor, you guys give me a minute then. So for example, if you have to create a file, let's say page, the extension, normally when you want to create a file, page, yeah, and the extension here is eventually TX, JavaScript and HTML. So that's it. So here's the extension. So extension of a file can also be, let's say readme file. The extension of a readme file is .md. The extension, for example, of a text file is, let's say list names, text. The extension is txt. So this extension just basically help us to visually know which type of file are we dealing with. So how will you render a message component in React? So what's a component? A component is a function that returns HTML and JavaScript code. So what can I do to render this function? It's simple. Use this guy, because insert this guy, because normally if you want to render something in React, you use this guy. You use this guy. So you use this guy. Let me see. Yeah, this guy on the opening tag, That's it. But in React, you do it like this. So check. So I got it wrong. Should be insert like this. So let me check. All the other sounds are correct. So let me see again. Okay, this side. Let me see. Okay, here's it, to render a component. So how can you import and export component in React? So guys, I will put an end to the live, so we shall meet only in another day. So normally I try my best to not do as much live. I try my best to make sure the live should not be as long as possible. So let's say 1 hour, and maximum should be the maximum should be 1 hour 30 minutes. So that's the reason why I have to put an end to this live. So thank you for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. We shall continue another day.